Hey, good morning. It's day 33 and it is May 22nd. I can't believe it's Memorial Day weekend next weekend. That's crazy. So I'm just leaving out of Moreland Gap Shelter. It's about 7 o'clock. Left probably half an hour ago. I'm really starting to enjoy, I think, getting out of camp by about 6:30 or so. The sun's just coming up. The youngins in camp tend to leave a little bit later. A lot of them will mostly pass me eventually, but they tend to leave a little bit later, so it's quiet on the trail. Like I said, the sun's coming up, it's peaceful, and what I'll do is stop in an hour or so and have my breakfast there rather than fixing something in camp. So I don't know, I seem to enjoy it. You finish a little bit earlier in the day, hopefully, so get a chance to put your feet up, so to speak, rather than walking till 6-7 o'clock, having something to eat and going straight to bed. That seems to be the routine I'm trying to get into anyway. So today, you heard me say I'm going to Boots Off Hostel, which I think, I don't remember exactly, but I think it's about 15 miles. And then from there, from Boots Off to Damascus is like 42 or 43 miles. So I've got to figure that out. That would be 2 very long days, which I'm not too keen on doing. I could try and work out some kind of slack pack maybe from Boots Off for one of those days. I could do 2.5 days, which I might end up doing. Places to stay in Damascus are actually pretty full with Memorial Day, so that makes it a little more difficult too. But anyway, give me something to think about this morning. Nice day. Again, my luck continues. I gotta say, I gotta give these spiders that build the webs across the trail in the morning credit. They must think every night, tomorrow's the day we're gonna get one of these hikers. If we just build enough webs, we can grab a big one first thing in the morning. And imagine how long one of these hikers will last us as far as food. And every night, those spiders try and try again. Do I look like I'm covered in spider webs? Probably not, but it sure feels like it. Those little strands that get built across the trail. Feels like I'm covered them all over my face. It's just enough to be annoying. I guess that's the one disadvantage to being out early in the morning. They say you're on spider patrol. That's me this morning. But those spiders are not gonna catch me. Some nice campsites, huh? Right on the stream. And here's the river. That's where I came from. Just continuing down to Laurel Falls. I just came down from up there. You can just see my path there. The AT continues off to the left there. This is Laurel Falls. Laurel Falls, if you can hear me. I would just like to go jump in there right now. This is awesome. The sun just getting over the mountains and hitting it. There you can just see the falls maybe in the background a little bit. I'm just leaving. But you know, I was saying I would love to go jump in there and go swimming if I had the time. Well, I was looking at the notes in the trail guide I have. It's called AWOL's Guide. And there's a big exclamation point next to Laurel Falls and it says, "Do not go swimming. There's a very dangerous whirlpool." So next time I think about going swimming, and I'm actually going to do it, I'll look at the notes first, not after. Well, what came down must go back up. I'll put this away. Hey, I should mention as I'm walking through this beautiful section, and you've seen some of the maintenance and work that goes into keeping something like this part of the trail, you know, functional and accessible for a lot of people. But there's a guy who is really renowned on the trail, really a trail legend. I passed his home and his hostel a couple miles back. It's called Kinkora Hostel. His name is Bob Peoples, and really he's devoted his life to the Appalachian Trail. So he maintains this section through here with his trail crew, and I gotta say, walking it, I can't imagine maintaining it because it's not easy and flat like this. You've seen some of the up and downs, and so he maintains it on a volunteer basis, and then on top of it he has his hostel, which most of the hostels charge $5 or $10, a tent out back, maybe 20 or 30 to sleep in a bunk room, and you know, $50 for a cabin, something like that, like the ones you've seen I've had. And his hostel, he doesn't even charge. He asks for a $5 donation if you can make it, so he doesn't even charge for it. So he does all this trail maintenance on a volunteer basis with the Appalachian Trail Conference, and then runs his hostel on a volunteer basis. So what do you say, someone like that? I mean, really an inspiration. that would be Watuga Lake, where I'm headed. The hostel, I think, is either on the lake or just a very short distance off the lake. Looks really nice, though. Looks very inviting. So I'm here at Boots Off Hostel. They got 3 of these little cabins, I guess you'd call them, of which I have the one right there. I will just show you inside. It's somewhere between, it's not as, certainly not as nice as the one, the Hemlock Hollow, but it's got a little more than the one that Nature's in. So you can see it's still plywood and it's warm. There's no air conditioning, so I probably would have been better off in my tent. Got the upper bunk, but I do have sheets and a pillow, a little fridge, a fan that's pretty much useless. But you can still see it's pretty rustic, and like I said, it's warm. It's like a hot box. It's 20 degrees cooler actually out here, and then up there is the common area, fire pit, little store, etc. And then let me turn this off and I'll go up and I gotta show you the showers. So there's probably between some other kind of cabin thing down there. I don't know if anyone ever stays in it. There's probably 20 tent pads down there. There's the 3 cabins. There's a bunkhouse. There's got to be 30 or 40 people here. And there's 2 showers that are outdoors. This is one of them. And I'm going to get a video of this. And this is the other one. And you can see this. There's the shower with the wash tub with holes in it. It is hot and cold water, but when it comes out of the pail there, the wash tub, hot comes out of some of the holes on like the left side, the cold comes out of the right. So you kind of dance back and forth between each side, but it is functional. But I can't imagine in the morning or the afternoon. I got one this afternoon, but I think unless you did it at 4 in the morning, there's not going to be there's going to be a line for the shower with like 30 people here in 2 showers. There you go. The showers at Boots Off. That will do it for day 33 at Boots Off Hostel, heading out tomorrow.